Nicole's in Michigan. I started a home bakery earlier this year. I'm wanting to move my bakery to a restaurant space, serving breakfast and lunch as well as our baked good offerings. I'll be dumping all my savings into this restaurant and going all in. Am I making a wise decision to use all my savings on this dream? Well, Nicole, you don't want your dream to become a nightmare. Failure is a part of business. If you're in business, you're going to have failure. The trick is to have non-fatal failure. Don't have a failure that takes you out. And the way you solve that trick is the size of the failure. So have lots and lots and lots of little ouchies instead of one where you lose your head. Don't get taken out. All my savings means I have no money. That's not good, Nicole. Because here's the 3 rules of business. Rule number 1 of business, it takes twice as long as you think it's going to. Rule number 2, it costs twice as much as you think it's going to. Rule number 3, you're not the exception. So when you move into this little restaurant and you've got it all figured out and you have exactly enough just to open the doors, you're going to run out of money and go broke because it's going to take longer than you thought it was going to. Because your projections are based on a wet finger in the air. You don't know what this thing's going to produce. The only thing you know is what you've been producing with your home bakery earlier this year. So my suggestion would be, and you're not going to like it because everybody wants to go fast and not slow, but my suggestion would be run that home bakery a little bit longer. Pile up a little more money, a lot more money. Get your recipes and your customer base dialed in. Know more about the business than you know 9 months after you opened it. It's still a little baby business. It just started. It's cute. But we don't want to pledge our whole thing on the back of this baby business. I've done stupid stuff like this, kid. That's how I know. I got a PhD in DUMB. I have done so much stuff that has cost me money and lost money. And I have become an expert in the last 5 years about making smaller mistakes, because most of my mistakes have been colossal. Yes, some of my failures have been, or some of my successes have been colossally large as well, but I'm convinced that we are where we are based on about 10% of our best ideas. The other 90% sucked. And when you're in the shower or on the running trail, all your ideas sound smart in your head. So please go slower. Please don't move in with no money and hope you're going to be okay. Lack of liquidity, lack of retained earnings to survive a downturn. Your little town that you're in could have a little COVID hiccup and somebody decide to go all communist and shut the whole place down, and then you'd be out of business. And your savings is all gone. And so there you go. And you've got to have a little more wiggle room than you got right now. And your business is not big enough. Dial it up, dial it up, dial it up, and then launch it. So if I were you, if you were my daughter and I were sitting down with you, I would say, live your dream, baby, but don't make it a nightmare. I want you to own a bakery for the rest of your life and be successful and be highly popular and written up in magazines as the finest baker in the world. And everybody's got to go to Nicole's place over on 4th Avenue or wherever it is. I want that to be you. And your best route to get there is wait 1 more year at least. Get your customer base up. Begin to tease them about what's coming next year, coming in 23, coming attractions. On the next episode of Nicole's Bakery, that's what you tease them, build your base, build your tribe, and build your money, and you'll have a much better experience with your life.